Hey y'all, it's your girl El Rochelle, the Hardwood Diva, and it is Thursday, and it is time for NFL Week 7 picks. I'm so excited. My Dallas Cowboys, y'all, are 5-1. Now, you know, I didn't pick them last week because, well, they were playing Seattle, and I was just like, seriously, Dallas, like, I love y'all, but come on. But they put in work, they did their job, and they came out on top, and I'm really excited. So yeah, go Cowboys. But let's get back to this week and our matchups. First up, Thursday tonight, 5:25 p.m. on CBS and the NFL Network. We've got the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots. Now, the Patriots always manage to do well during the season, whether or not it's great. But I definitely think they can beat the Jets. The Jets have not proven to be any kind of good this season. So, going with the Patriots. Sunday, our slate of 10 a.m. games. First up, we have Atlanta versus Baltimore. I'm going with Baltimore. Pretty impressed with what I've seen with Baltimore. The Joe Flacco, Steve Smith connection is definitely working in their favor. They were amazing last week. I believe Flacco had 5 touchdowns. It was really ridiculous. It was really ridiculous to watch. In one of my fantasy leagues, I was going up against him. Technically, I could have gone up against him in both of the ones that I'm in, but luckily the other person kept him on the bench, so I didn't have to go up against him. But yeah, they did pretty well. So I'm going with Baltimore in this one versus Atlanta. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to make this hair look like bomb, y'all. Sorry, it's just this weird bang is creeping me out. So I'm going with Baltimore. Atlanta has done fairly well, but I just think Baltimore at home it's a good combination there. Tennessee versus Washington. Tennessee, just because I haven't seen anything from Washington to really make me go, yeah, they're going to do something. Which is saying a lot because Tennessee's not so great themselves, but I'll go with Tennessee. Seattle versus St. Louis. Now, Seattle's offense looked a bit anemic last week versus Dallas's defense. The good thing is they're going up against St. Louis. It is in St. Louis though, so that's just a little different having to travel. But I'm still going to go with Seattle. I still think Seattle is one of the top teams in the league and definitely can beat the St. Louis Rams. Cleveland versus Jacksonville. Now this one's tough only because Cleveland's Cleveland and Jacksonville is Jacksonville, but Cleveland is 3-2 with Hoyer and no Johnny Manziel. And Jacksonville, even with Bortles, is 0-6. So I'm going with Cleveland on this one. I'm not sure if I should trust myself with that, but I'm going with Cleveland on this one. Cincinnati versus Indianapolis. Okay, so this is at Indy. I said Cincinnati originally, that's what I wrote down, but I'm not really sure. Cincinnati has a really good defense. Vontaze Burfict, go Sun Devils. Yeah, he needs to calm down. No twisting people's ankles. That's not okay. I'm going to go with my original pick and go with Cincinnati. Though I definitely believe Indianapolis can get this one, but I'm going to go with Cincinnati for it. I don't know why. I'm not sure what's prompting me to do that, but I am going with Cincinnati. Minnesota versus Buffalo. Buffalo. At home, Minnesota is definitely in a chaotic, crazy rebuilding time, so Buffalo's got it. Miami versus Chicago. Chicago, because they're at home, though Miami is coming off. Chicago. Never mind. Not even going to say nothing about Miami like they're doing great or something. Chicago. They're inconsistent, but I definitely believe this is an opportunity to get a good win. New Orleans versus Detroit. Something in me wants to go with Detroit at home, but something in me loves New Orleans, but they never play well. I'm going with Detroit because New Orleans never plays well away from home. It's just not, it's not good. So I'm going with Detroit. Detroit has the number 1 defense. This is a top offense versus a top defense. A top offense. When I think New Orleans is number 2. Something like that. in offense. So a top offense versus a top defense. And I'm not even sure if Jimmy Graham's going to be back this week. So I don't know. No. Yeah, I'm going with Detroit. Forget what I wrote. Going with Detroit. Carolina versus Green Bay. Green Bay. Cam's doing a lot more because he has to do a lot more because, as always, his running backs are not there. They are never, ever there. I don't know why they keep getting checks. They don't play. Don't play. It's kind of ridiculous. But Green Bay is Green Bay, and ever since Aaron Rodgers has told them to relax, they have. And they're doing the thing. So I'm going with Green Bay. Now for our 1 p.m. slate of games. First up, Kansas City versus San Diego. This is, of course, the nice division rivalry. This is the team that was skating away with the AFC West last year versus San Diego, who's skating away with it this year. I'm going with the Chargers. They are at home in San Diego. Even when they were against Oakland, and were like down, somehow found a way to win. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's what happens when you're going up against a rival. It's usually not as easy. So I'm definitely seeing it may not be an easy road, especially with Jamal Charles. I've got him on fantasy, so I need him to really do well, but just not the rest of the team. But I'm going with San Diego. I like what I'm seeing from the Chargers. I'm hoping this is that year that the Chargers like put it all together. All of it. We'll see. We'll see. I just realized 2 of my running backs are going to be playing. That Brandon Oliver kid, that's the backup that's now playing very well for San Diego, and Jamal Charles. Yes. This is going to be awesome. Go. This is going to be my favorite game to watch. Arizona versus Oakland. I'm going with Oakland. The reason I'm going with Oakland is because I keep seeing them get closer and closer and closer. And I think this is the week that they get a win. That's what I'm going with. This is the week the Oakland Raiders get a win. They're at home. They just probably would be smart not to throw any eggs in anybody's butts because that didn't work out so well last week versus San Diego. It's very nice. I was really happy to see Bryce Butler, one of the wide receivers for the Raiders, get his shot, get a nice little touchdown. He attends my church when he's here in the off season. So go Bryce. That was awesome. So I'm seeing good things from the Raiders. I just want it all to jail. And I'm figuring that, you know what? Against those Cardinals, it's going to jail. So I'm going with Oakland with this one. What could be worse? They could lose again. I don't know. But I'm going with them today. That's what I'm picking. Picking the Raiders. New York Giants versus Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? I'm going with the Cowboys. I can't go with the Giants. They've proven nothing to me. Except that I would not go with them against the Dallas Cowboys. His offense is clicking. His defense is ridiculous right now. I mean, they literally went from like 32 to like a top tier defense this year. It is pretty ridiculous seeing this. So I'm impressed. I don't know what everyone else, but I'm impressed. So I'm going to go with Dallas for this game. No, that was not a hard pick. I can't stand the Giants. Anyone else in the NFC East. So Cowboys it is. Then our 5:30 p.m. game on Sunday. San Francisco versus Denver. Now this one's going to be good. Because Denver is, along with San Diego, that breakout star in the AFC. They are a team to beat. Definitely the team that people are looking to possibly go back to the Super Bowl. It's tough, but if anyone can do it, it's Peyton Manning and those boys. So, and their defense is much better. Whether or not their offense is better, I'm not sure. But with Peyton Manning, like, you're still a bomb. Like, you're still a top team. So, then you're going up against San Francisco. San Francisco, who's starting to gel. The defense is finally coming on the way they should. I'm seeing better things from Colin Kaepernick. We saw really good things from him last week. I'm going with San Francisco in this game. I just feel like when people count them out, don't think that they have a chance, and I think a lot of people don't think they have a chance versus Denver, I'm going with San Francisco. I'm seeing those kids going and getting this win. So, San Francisco. That's what I'm going with. Monday night, 5:30 p.m., Houston versus Pittsburgh. Houston. Pittsburgh, man, look. Pittsburgh been losing to some teams they should be losing to. It's been hilarious. As long as Antonio Brown gets his points, I don't really care what happens to the rest of them. So I'm going with Houston. Definitely going with Houston for this one. Two teams on bye week. That's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of them need a little bit of rest. Tampa Bay just because they're not doing very well. Eagles because their top two running backs are a little bit hurt. So they need some time to kind of chill. So hopefully this week helps them out. Get Sproles and McCoy in that right mindset. Get their knees together. Everybody be good to go. So those are my picks for the week. Let me know what you think. I'll holla at you later. Deuces.